I didn't know what I wanted to do coming out of high school.
Everybody's like, oh, you gotta go to college.
I was working for like 5 years, like straight out of high school. I got bored, so I was like, you know, I'm gonna try something different.
When I came into the Combine, I was basically a blank slate.
I came in here like, I'm working a job going to school. That's what it felt like.
I just had so much fun doing it.
I feel happy that I was able to make it through this.
You just like start living and breathing code. That's all I thought about is just code, 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 code.
I've always wanted to be creative in what I wanted to do, and at college, I felt like I was more constrained to what they wanted me to do, to the curriculum that they were following, and I decided to take a big risk. I dropped out of college, which was definitely a difficult thing to do. I came in here with zero experience in coding. I had so many questions day one about everything. But I think after my first big project website that we had created, I looked back at it and I was like, I made that with my code. Nobody else can take that away from me. It was like the light bulb moment where it was like, this is it. I didn't know this is what I wanted to do until I did it.
In college, I was learning a lot of languages that are outdated. And coming in, we hit the ground running with like programs and frameworks and libraries that like employers are using today. Learning that off the jump, I feel like that experience with CodeStack is something that I was never able to replicate in college.
I just like love coding. There's nothing else like it. It's just like playing a video game or something like that. There are challenges. You grind levels in order to like level yourself up. You go and get better equipment. You go and like upgrade your skills, and hopefully by the end of the day, you'll be able to beat the boss. And the princess might not be there at the castle, you know? So it's like, it's just a continuous game loop, and that's why I really enjoy it.
The moment I realized that I loved coding was when I was first working on my project. I had the basic HTML structure to just build out the web page, but actually working with like styling it and making it come to life really made me love it.
It's like going to the gym and working out every day for the past month and then finally hitting that PR. Finally being able to lift that weight that you've been trying to lift for the past God knows how long.
Me, I'm the type of person, like, I need to see what I'm doing in order to get like ideas and like build off of something, right? And with web development, you know, you're literally like creating it right in front of you, right? All the parts are there, everything you need is all there. So it's very visual, and it just helps me a lot in terms of like being able to think.
When I was in school, I had that mentality that, you know, I'm not smart enough for certain things. You know, I have dyslexia, so, you know, I used to like take classes for extra help and stuff like that. But for me, really stepping out of my comfort zone and learning something like this, learning this skill and succeeding at the internship and, you know, making it this far really built a lot of confidence in myself that if I really put my mind to something, I can accomplish it.
Seeing what I was creating and understanding what I was creating allowed me to love what I was doing. And now I feel like I could go on and do more things because I learned so much. You know, like I had to like stop going to Delta, you know? And I was like, I'm gonna commit to this, and then when I'm done with this, I'll go back and get my degree.
When I was really in the start of it, I was really doubting myself. There's so much of it. There's so much code, and there's so many languages, there's so many ways to do things. But until one day I was like, man, maybe asking other people's opinions would be better. And I'm like, yep. As soon as I started asking questions, it's like everything got a whole bunch easier.
I learned that I need to communicate with others better because I could be kind of stubborn, like try to like just brute force it on my own looking online, but coding doesn't have to be a one-man business. In the industry, you're gonna actually have to go and work in a team, so you're gonna have to learn how to communicate and get your message across to others so that we're able to like get this thing done in a quick and efficient way.
It just feels great, you know. I went in and they helped me out a lot. They taught me so much how, you know, logic works, languages like C#, JavaScript, and this thing that used to look like a super big mountain that one day I will have to climb. Now that I'm past CodeStack and that they helped me out a lot, it kind of just looks like a hell now.
I was really unconfident to be doing applications for tech jobs after college. Now, every time I'm applying, I'm like, wait a minute, I could do that. Oh, I know React, like, oh, I know Next.js. I can use these technologies that I've learned and actually land a job. That's pretty sick, and I'm glad to see that happening in Stockton.
What kept me motivated was just wanting to reach the end goal, to just see it through, just to kind of make my parents proud, They put a lot of work in to get me to where I am now, and, they've kind of just been the big push for me. I just want to make them proud, see it through to the end, make it to graduation.
I'm super excited for the future because the future is always changing, and as long as you're malleable and willing to change with the current tide, I can go anywhere I want.
With anything you start and you pick up, there'll be times where you don't want to get up and commit to what you're actually committed to. But having and figuring out that passion, that is what pushed me forward and motivated me to continue on and to keep going even after this.
All throughout school, I've had a struggle where teachers have openly told me I can't do something or openly told me I'm not smart enough to do something. And this was genuinely the first experience where everyone told me, have we ever told you can't do something? No, then why do you believe you can't? Having people say that and give you confidence, it's huge.
There was a sense of togetherness and unity in the classroom, even when we were being scolded by Ken for 30 minutes in the morning. It really made it easy to ask questions and to just not have to worry about one other thing in the classroom by being stressed out about the people around you.
The main struggle for me going through CodeStack is that I was reaching the end of my WorkNet and EDD funding, right? And, I became homeless for about 2 months. But even though there was that struggle of being homeless for a while and not really having income, I still was able to push through with the help of others. And now I'm reaching the end of the internship. And I feel that a lot of these hurdles thrown my way are helping me with understanding where others could come from. And hopefully it will help me with my goals later down the line too. Just because down the line in my career, I do want to be a developer advocate because developer advocates are in touch with the community. And maybe down the line, if I ever have someone under my tutelage and I'm helping them out, I could better relate to them or I could better help them, right? That's a huge milestone for me.
It's not easy, honestly. There would be nights that I would be working on my project and my son would be coming up to me and say, "Mom, I want to play." Sorry. But like I said, it's dedication and it's all for him, honestly. I wanted to do this so that he could have a better life. And I know I have that motivation, I have that dedication. We all have these opportunities. We just need to persevere, have the passion for it, and know your why. For me, my why is my son. So that's why I'm here.
For a little while, I was like, man, maybe, this is something that is just not for me. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I just can't do this, right? I should do something else. But when this opportunity came along, I kind of wanted to challenge myself to prove to myself, hey, actually, I can do this. It is possible. And I'm very thankful for the devs and the TAs that helped me to get that feeling. Yeah, I could do this. And, this is something I can make an actual career out of. It's not impossible. It's achievable.